Assalamu alaikum everyone. Allah bless us all with good health. Today's lecture is about perspective. Perspective can be anything. It can be about your thoughts or your point of view, and the other part of perspective is your uh, thought that can be defined into drawing, and that drawing is basically a 3D illusion. Perspective is in drawing. Perspective can be created by showing the distance between the objects, or the object that is having a distance from its frontal to back part. So perspective can be defined. In drawing, it should have depth, and it should have a illusion of 3D. Okay. We talk about the perspective. There are many type of perspectives. That can be one point perspective, that is known. 2 point perspective is also another type of perspective. 3 point perspective, 4 point perspective. There are all six time perspective is also exist. So it means all the perspectives have its own rules and regulations to make them, and to understand them we have to go for the deeply learn about them. But for the first time, and because we are going to learn it basics about the perspective, so we are going to try to learn very simple perspective, and that is the 1 point perspective, which is the most simplest perspective form, and I am going to teach you a very simple method of 1 point perspective. Okay, the basic rule of perspective, if we said 1 point perspective, it means that perspective have one vanishing point. When we say 2 point perspective, it means that uh, perspective have two vanishing point. Vanishing point is a point where all the lines of the perspective of all the lines of drawing go and ends over there, or you can say all the lines starts from there. Only the vertical lines which are at the 90 angle and which highlight the height of the object are not vanishing on that point, but all the other angle based lines must end on the vanishing point. If it's 1 point perspective, that all the lines go for 1 point. If you see, there are two photos, and one at in the one first one you can see that it's a outer view of a street, and we are looking at a rail path, a rail track, and you can say a structure. um, if we are looking at this, the rail path is like two parallel lines, but when at the point where we are standing, they are two different lines. But when we see the two lines at one point, we think all the lines are going to meet at one point, and they are not parallel, they are touching each other at the vanishing point where they write vanishing point. So, is that true that rail track is going to meet each other? No, they will never touch each other, because they two paths are parallel. So it means when the things go far from us, and they have gone from one specific distance, they we illusion it that all the lines are touching each other, or all the lines are merging in 1 point. But in the reality, it's not happening. But when we have to show a depth at a flat paper, and we want to illusion that the drawing must be in 3D and show the depth, we have to when we have to show the distance, and we have to show that distance by the illusion created by the vanishing point. So we have to go through that drawing and that detail so we can show the depth of the object. In the second photo, if you see, we have different squares which we already have made with many techniques, and over here it's with the one point perspective. There is a one horizontal line in the second photo, in the first photo of second photo, and one vanishing point. And we when we meet all the edges of the square to the vanishing point, the depth of the square is shown. So it means all the details of the object, when we have to show the detail depth of the object, we have to meet them at the angle, whatever the at angle, go for it. We don't have to define the angle, we just have to define the edge to vanishing point line. We don't have to decide the angle, what is the angle of that line. So that will create a depth, and that depth will show the perspective. Basically, perspective mean we have to create the distance from the uh, one object to other object, or the front of the object to the back of the object. That perspective can be made of a object, can be made of of many objects, to show the distance of the distance and space of that object to object distance, or objects front to objects backs difference. The basic rules of making one point perspective, we have to define the eye level of the drawing, which we already, in all drawings we have defined it, where we are looking from the object. So if we want, in one point perspective, we want to define the eye level of our drawing, we have to draw a line, which is a horizontal line, and that line is known as the eye level of your drawing. You can draw it on the top, on the side, on the bottom, wherever you want to draw it, horizontal line. But it means all the vanishing points is going to be vanish at that line somewhere, and that somewhere we have to define as a vanishing point. So the second step is to define the point where all the objects is going to vanish, and that point is known as vanishing point. So the first thing was to have a horizontal line which can highlight the eye level of the object, of the scene, and the second one is vanishing point, which highlight the vanishing point of the drawing. The third one is that we have to define the object, which we have to show in 3D. That can be object, that can be a building, that can be interior part of a structure, anything. But right now we are going to have a discussion on square or cube. Okay, so first we have to draw a square, and that square is on 2D. So the 2D elevation of the object is drawn on the sheet, and then we, on the edges, we meet the edges with the vanishing point of the object, and we can create a depth, a long depth of the object. And then we can decide how much depth we want, and other lines can be erased. It means the three basic things: the horizontal line, the vanishing point, and the elevation of the object. That objects, we are going to make more detail of that object, or we are going to make more detail 3D form of that object with the help of vanishing point. So these are the basic three parts which are necessary in that should be understood by each and everyone, and then we can go for the next step. In real life, the vanishing lines are perspective lines are those lines which actually go parallel and they don't meet each other in any point, like that railway track. But in a one point perspective, the perspective line, it means that lines are going to vanish at one point, which is the vanishing point. In real life they will never meet at one point. Okay, that is the basic illusion, and that illusion creates a 3D effect on the drawing. Okay, form the object we have to create on the drawing, that can be a smaller object, that can be one object. You can make one point perspective with one object of or you can make one point perspective with multiple objects, and you can create scenes, landscapes, and anything you can create with this one point help of one point perspective. Parallel line means we already know that those lines which go parallel to each other and they will never touch each other at any point. Slant lines, that lines which we create at one point perspective to the object, to the vanishing point, at the start from the object go to the vanishing point. They are all at angle, but their angles are not defined. We are not going to define any kind of angle at one point perspective. We just have to draw link one point to other. We don't need to know the angles. So all the slant lines will be exist over there. Vertical lines are the lines which are at 90 angle, and they play a very important role in one point perspective, because they show the height of the object. And when they are straight vertical and at right angle, it show the complete correct one point perspective. And if they have some illusions and some slantness in them, or they are not correct, it will create completely disaster in one point perspective. So we have to go very carefully with the vertical lines. In this slide we can see a lot of one point perspective based shape, a very simple shape, and in form of very complex 3D images. They are basically, they look very nice, and very create a very depth of illusion. And these all the images, you can see one two the colorful images, and uh, images with square, cube, and multiple cubes. All the images are based on the one point perspective, and all the images are created at the same basis which we already discussed. And the last photo, if we have seen, it's also the one point perspective, and it's also the cubes which is shown as a form of buildings, and the detail of the drawing is shown as a building detail. And in the end, all the lines are starting from the vanishing point or ending at the vanishing point, and all the other details are on the base of vertical and horizontal lines, and they create a completely different look and very complex forms, but basically they are very simple. Okay, this is the first two steps of creating one point perspective. We have to at the first we have to draw a straight horizontal line, and that line is you already know the purpose of that line. And then the second step is to highlight any point of a dot, to highlight it as a vanishing point. And that vanishing point is on the second photo, the vanishing point is the middle of the cross. Okay, the horizontal line is a line which we create to define the level, eye level. So in the end, when we complete the drawing, we have to erase it, or this line is no more needed when the drawing is complete. So it means we have to create a horizontal line, and in a construction line we don't need to make it very solid, because it's not going to be the part of the drawing, it's going to be at the back. And when we complete the drawing, that can be erased, or that can be in very light drawing. And vanishing point is also a point which can be erased. And if you want to show a very neat drawing, and if you want to show the construction of the drawing, then it can exist, and it will show the detail of the vanishing lines. So we the both this line and that dot is the most important part of the one point perspective. Okay, after having a horizontal line and a vanishing point, we have to decide where the object exists. That can be anywhere, at the vanishing, very near to vanishing point, very far to vanishing point, at the upper part of horizontal line, at the lower part of horizontal line, or even at the horizontal line. We will create all these type of squares and 3D images. Okay, then we in this slide, at the first photo, we decide to have a 3 by 3 square from the bottom, at the bottom, and the scale is 1 feet is a half of a inch. In the second photo, we create a line between the vanishing and the one edge of the square. Okay, in the third photo, we create that lines from the vanishing to edge, vanishing to edge, the three edges. Because the fourth edge, at the fourth photo, we can't be able to see if the object is solid, and we can't it's not transparent, we can't be able to see the fourth edge. If you are going to make a transparent square, then you can see the fourth edge, fourth line as well, which is touching the vanishing and the corner of the object. Okay, and in the last photo, we can create, in the second last photo, we have to decide the distance, the depth of the object. And over here we decide to have a 3 feet depth, and we measure 3 feet over there, and we mark at the line. Okay, from the bottom line, and then we create a 90 angle line at that point, and that line intersect to the upper line from the bottom to top at 90-degree angle. And then we will have a horizontal line at the point, a straight horizontal line at the point where the 90 angle vertical line is touching the middle line. Okay. Okay, now we have a horizontal line at the point where we have a 90-degree line, vertical line, and that vertical line intersect with the middle line, and then we have, at that point, we have a horizontal line to the object. And we can have in the second photo, we can see that we have a division of vanishing line and the width of the object. And in the third photo, we can, if we erase the lines between the vanishing point and the object, we can see that we have a 3D cube of 3 by 3 at our sheet, and this is the 1 point perspective of a square of a cube. And now at the fourth photo, we are going to make a cube of a square. The size of the square is 3 feet and 2 feet. Vertical is 2 feet, and horizontal line is 3 feet, and it is above the horizontal line के above है. And and that can be it's up to you where you want to put it, very near to the vanishing point or little far from the vanishing point. It's completely up to you. And now we are going to match the corners of the object with the vanishing point. And in the next second last, we see that the lower corner of the object we are going to match with the vanishing point, and the upper corner, right, and the left lower corner, and the corner in the last photo. If you see the corner of the left top, it's we don't match with vanishing point, क्योंकि this is not transparent object, and we can't be able to see through of the object, so we don't make that corner. And now we have, in the last photo, we have almost a complete 3D of a square. And now we have to decide how deep we want to show it, and we want to show it 2 feet. So at the upper line of the square to vanishing point, I have measured it 2 feet, and we mark it. And now we are going to have a 90-degree line over there, as we decided to have its depth of 2 feet. In the second photo, we have a vertical 90-degree angle line at the distance of 2 feet, which we already marked. And then we have, at the point where the top and bottom line meet, we have a horizontal line which intersect to third line. And that in the fourth photo, you can see we have a complete cube, and the eye level is like the cube is above the eyes. We are looking at its bottom and sides, not the top and the left part, because the eye level is the object is upper on the eye level. And now we are going to make a third object, and the third object size is 2 feet by 4 feet, and it's also at the bottom line of the horizontal line and vanishing point. It's at the bottom. Okay, and now we and the scale is 1 feet is equal to half of a inch. Okay, now we are going to match all the corners to the vanishing point, all the corners of the object to the vanishing point. Okay, now we have matched the 3 corners to the vanishing point. That because the object is not transparent, I'm not going to make any object as a transparent, because the fourth line will confuse you. So I want to make it very simple. So we have 3 points which meet vanishing point, and now we have depth. And now we have to decide how deep we want to have that object. And we are going to have it for 2 feet, at the right line, or right top line, to the object, to the vanishing point. I have measured 2 feet, and then I mark it, and we have a horizontal line. Then at the point where horizontal and middle line intersect, we have a vertical 90-degree angle line. In the top last photo, we can see that we almost have that object in 3D. And if we erase the lines to the vanishing line, to the lines which are from vanishing point to the object, we can see that object exists in its own, and it's completely fine, and it's have a complete 3D view. At the same time, I want to make it on the horizontal line. If we are going to make any object at the horizontal line, how it will be presented? I want to make it like 3 feet by 3 feet is the same scale. 1 feet is equal to half of an inch, and it's little bit far from the vanishing point, but it's almost on the horizontal line. And now we are going to meet 4 corners to the vanishing point. Which 4 corners we can see? If you see, we can match top and bottom corner. And if we in the last photo we go for the third corner, which if the object is transparent then we can see it, or otherwise we can't be able to see it, so we are not going to draw that line. In this object, if we are going to have a horizontal line, now we have seen only the two lines is there, and the bottom line is also can't be able to see because it's inside the object, it's not at the outside of the object, so we are not going to draw it. Okay, in the third photo we can see that we have square, almost done square, and how much deep we want to have, we have decided to have a 1 feet deep, so we mark as 1 feet, and then we have a line of 90 degree. And in the third photo you can see it's a complete square, yeah, it's a complete cube basically, and a 3D shape, and it doesn't show the right, upper and bottom, only the left depth is seen because of the eye level. Okay, now we are going to make the fourth object, and the fourth object is at the upper part of horizontal line, and it's at the almost at the top of vanishing point. It's fine, you can have anywhere at the top of the horizontal line. Okay, and now we are going to draw, and the size of the object is 1 feet by 2 feet, and now the four corners of the square is going to match with the lines with the vanishing point. If you see, we can have a very clear difference with the bottom two corners, but the right top corner don't be we can't be able to show because it goes inside the object, and we are not going to show it because we are not making it as a transparent. Okay, if you see the at the first photo, the left top corner and the vanishing point, when we match them, there is a very little difference between the two lines, top and bottom line of the object, which is 1 by 2. We have to draw that minor difference of line, and we have to complete the object. And in the second photo we do that, and in third photo we decided how much we want to have the difference, and we want to have difference of 2 feet from the front of the object, so we decided we mark it at the right first line in fourth photo and the fourth photo, and then we have a horizontal line, and where horizontal line meets third second line, we have a vertical line of it, and we draw a vertical line to the third line, which is very different, very minor difference between two lines, and it show a complete 3D object, and we are looking at it from the bottom. We are standing beneath the object, and it's our and we are looking at the base of the object and the front of the object. And if we almost in the second last photo, we erase the lines which meet with vanishing point, we have a existing object. In the last photo, which is in the size is bigger, you can see it's your complete sheet. We are going to have five squares, with which can be transferred to 1 point perspective, and they are transferred to cubes by the law of 1 point perspective. This style of 1 point perspective is the most easiest style of doing it, and it's very logical. You don't have to consider it. And the second thing, it's not necessary you have to measure. This is the your lab work, so that's why I have measured it, so no one have any kind of confusion. But it's like you just draw elevation, and you can make it, and at the depth which I measure, like I measure sometimes 2 feet, 3 feet, it doesn't matter for creating 1 point perspective. If you have a good a very good thought of having what you want, then you don't have to measure it. You can draw it by yourself, and mm, what kind of measurements you want to uh, you are comfortable without measurements, you can draw it. But right now you have to draw it with measurements so you can understand it better. But without measurements, that can be done it's very well. Thank you. Best of luck.